Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Chris here from MikeJustinChris54, the channel whose videos range from music to filming to gaming and much more. Now, to start off, I would like to apologize for the lack of videos that were promised for the last 2 weeks. I was a little busy and a lot of stuff was going on. Anyways, for today's video, we'll be talking about audio. Now, I don't have a sketch for you for this episode, but it's not really needed for this topic. There are many mics that you could use for filming, but some are just better than others. Now, most cameras today have an onboard mic, but they might not be the best choice for the best audio. This is because they don't have a small and defined field of recording, meaning they're going to capture much more of the room. You're going to hear much more echo, much more background noises, and all that kind of stuff. Now, here's a little test of my Canon T3i's mic. So here's my Canon T3i's mic. It's much lower because you'd have to jack up the volume. I didn't adjust the volume for this, but nevertheless, now you should be able to hear much more echo, much more different than before, and it just sounds ugly. Like you can hear, it's a last resort if you have to, because you can hear a lot of things going on, a lot of background noises, a lot of echo, and it's just not ideal for filming. Now, as you may have noticed, that was capturing much more of the room, and this right now sounds much better. Moving on, the second type of microphones I'm going to talk about is those singer/reporter type of microphones. You always see these mics in concerts, and reporters have the same type of mics, but they're not really the greatest for filming either. This is because they do also capture a lot of background noise and a lot of stuff going on around you. Another problem with these mics is that they usually run through XLR cable, which most cameras, except the cinema line cameras, which are very expensive, do not come equipped with an XLR input jack, which means you'd have to get something like an HV40 or a juice leak box, which would cost anywhere from like $250 to like $300. I'm not sure how much the juice leak costs, but it's an additional cost that you don't need, and still that's going to be diminishing returns because your audio isn't going to be the best it can be. Unless you're going for like a reporter type of thing, unless that's your video, you can use those, but you're gonna need something like an HV40 or a juice leak box or something else, whatever you can find. Well, I do not recommend it. That's one of the last resorts. I would say that's even worse than the onboard mic, sort of in some ways, better in some ways, but I mean, it's your choice. If you have nothing else, then do what you gotta do. The third choice for miking your talent while filming is called a lav mic, short for lavalier. Don't ask me what lavalier means, because honestly, I have no clue. These can be your first choice in some situations and your second choice in other situations. These mics are great for miking things like a moving actor or even a single actor. These can help because you can tape the mic actually to the actor so you don't have to follow him with a boom. And say if there's two people in the shot, one that's going to stand still and one that's going to move, that means you can put the lav mic on the moving actor and keep the boom on the standing still actor. That'll give you two separate recordings that are really clear, and you don't even have to have two booms or anything like that. Now, I don't own any of these mics, so I can't show you how they look like or how they sound, but go ahead and search on YouTube, you'll find some examples of the sound. These mics are great because you can hide them under actors' clothes. You just tape them under their shirt or something like that, or under a coat or something like that, and you have a hidden mic. In a situation like this, if you had a lav mic, it would be acceptable because you can have it out, like say clipped on my shirt. A lot of them have clips, and it doesn't have to be hidden. You could just run the wire down the shirt, but have the mic not taped to your skin. Moving on, let's talk about the most commonly used mics on a film set. These are called shotgun mics. No, they do not resemble in any way a shotgun. These mics are called shotgun mics because they have a very narrow and defined recording field. They can only record sounds directly in front of them. Not to say they won't capture anything else, but for the most part, the clearest and loudest audio is going to come from the front of the mic. This is the type of mic that we use on set and that I'm using right now. They can get very expensive, but you can get some great shotgun mics for very cheap. I would recommend the Rode Video mic. It's the one I have. It's relatively cheap and a favorite among YouTubers and filmmakers because it's a cheap mic that sounds very good. And it also has a 6mm jack instead of an XLR like the high-end shotgun mics, which like I said, you'd have to have an HV40 or juice link or something like that. So this can go right into your camera because most cameras come equipped with a 6mm input jack for your microphones, such as the T3i. So that's why it's so convenient for indie filmmakers and YouTubers and stuff like that don't want to get crazy and don't have the budget of a Hollywood production. Now, if you're not sure if your camera has a 6mm jack, just check the manual. Now, there is some downsides to not having an XLR to the mic. One being that it is powered by a 9-volt battery, which can be a problem to some, but it's not a big problem for me. I just buy a couple and they usually last pretty long. Also, the quality of a high-end XLR powered shotgun mic can beat those of these little portable, little battery powered ones, but I'd say the Rode VideoMic is an exception to that because it's really good. Lots of people like it. I like it. It records really great and can go up there with the high-end mics and compete with them. Now, of course, the high-end mics are going to be better. You get what you pay for, but still, how much better? You know, who knows? So again, the Rode VideoMic is probably your best bang for your buck out there in the shotgun mic category. And if you're going for something else, you can go for whatever. I don't know that much about the other mics because I don't own that many. But still, the Rode VideoMic would be a great addition to your film set, to your equipment, to your gear, whatever. Now, right now I have the mic on a microphone stand, but you can make or purchase a boom stand. So, hopefully you've learned something from this video about audio, and maybe you can go pick up a new mic for yourself soon. So, keep filming, keep improving. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Like us on Facebook, check us out on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.